Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Finance Eco India. Today we will be discussing the profound impact of India's latest indirect tax overhaul, a reform package often referred to as GST 2.0, effective from September 22, 2025. This reform is not merely a change in tax rates, it's a strategic pro-consumption policy designed to simplify the tax landscape and provide a powerful stimulus to the economy just in time for the festive season. We will explore the framework of these new rates, analyze the specific effects on different industries, and examine how companies are navigating a new era of pricing, cost, and competitive dynamics. The core of this reform is a radical simplification of the tax structure. The GST Council has replaced the existing four-tier system with just two main rates, a 5% merit rate for essential goods and a standard 18% rate for everything else, effectively eliminating the old 12% and 28% slabs. This move is intended to make the tax regime more transparent and easier to follow. At the same time, the government has created a new special 40% tax slab for a handful of luxury and so-called sin goods, such as high-end cars and tobacco products. This strategic distinction ensures that while essential become more affordable, luxury item continues to contribute to state revenues. The timing of this implementation, set for September 22, is particularly noteworthy. By aligning the new rates with the start of the festive season, the government is deliberately trying to spur consumer demand at a time when spending is already at its peak. The macroeconomic implications of these tax rate cuts are significant. Analysts and economists forecast a meaningful boost to India's economic output, with projection ranging from a 20 to 60 basis points uplift in GDP growth over a full year. This is explained to be primarily driven by a surge in private consumption, which has been a key area of focus for the government. Furthermore, the reforms are anticipated to provide crucial relief from inflationary pressures. Institutions like Morgan Stanley and Citi have noted that if these tax benefits are fully passed on to consumers, headline retail inflation could ease by as much as 60 to 120 basis points. This dual effect, boosting growth while controlling inflation, is a powerful policy outcome. The GST rationalization is creating clear winners and losers across various sectors. The automotive sector stands out as a major beneficiary. The reduction in GST on a small car and two-wheelers from 28% to 18% is a huge relief for a segment that has been grappling with affordability issue. For example, the price of a Maruti Suzuki Alto could fall by about 45,000, a significant saving for a consumer. Companies like Maruti Suzuki and Tata Motors, with a strong position in this segment, are poised for an upsurge in demand. However, Mahindra and Mahindra is a structural winner. In a surprise win, the tax on its large SUV has been cut from as high as 15% to a flat 40%. M&M also benefit from the sharper tax cut in the reform. A reduction in tractors from 12% to 5%, which strengthens its leadership in the rural market. Similarly, the FMCG sector has seen a broader than expected rate cuts, with most dairy essential now in the 5% slab. Companies like Britannia and Hindustan Unilever are expected to see a significant volume boost from this, as lower prices and increased affordability, but more money in consumer hands. This will put more money in consumer hands. For consumer durables, The GST cut from 28% to 18% on white goods like ACs and TV is expected to catalyze a strong demand pull, especially during festive season. Beyond consumer goods, the reforms are strengthening India's supply chain and core industries. For the cement sector, the GST cut from 28% to 18% is a long awaited policy change. While the GST on a key input coal has increased, this is offset by the removal of 400 rupees 400 per ton cess, resulting in a net cost saving for major players like Adani Cement. This will ultimately lower the cost of a bag of cement by 25 rupees to 30 rupees, benefiting the entire real estate and construction ecosystem. In this logistics sector, the GST cut on commercial good vehicle from 28% to 18% is a major structural reform. This directly lowers capital costs for truck owners and translate into lower freight rates, creating a cascading effect of cheaper transport for a wide array of goods, from agricultural product to e-commerce deliveries. Finally, the textile sector has seen a major anomaly corrected, with the GST on man-made fiber and yarn now at a uniform 5%. This resolved the inverted duty structure that has previously tied up working capital for manufacturers, making India's synthetic textile more competitive in both domestic and export market. For companies, navigating these changes require a strategic approach to cost pricing and profitability. While many sectors will see a reduction in operational cost from lower input tax, the impact is not uniform. For example, the GST on renewable energy device is cut from 12% to 5%, but Reliance Oil and Gas Exploration Unit is expected to see its cost rise due to higher tax on inputs. A key element of this reform is the Government National Anti-Profiting Authority. The NAA serves as a regulatory check, ensuring that the companies pass on the tax benefit to consumers through commensurate price reductions. This mechanism forces a nuanced pricing strategy. In the FMCG sector, for example, companies may choose to increase the quantity of a fixed price product rather than reduce its price, thereby retaining a critical psychological price point while boosting sales volume. For more expensive items like car, direct price reduction are the primary response. The bottom line is that while direct profit margin expansion from the tax cut may be limited by the anti-profiting clause, the expected surge in sale volume will drive stronger top line growth and improve operating leverage over the long term, which can ultimately expand profitability. The GST rationalization will also fundamentally reshape competitive dynamics. Companies with product portfolio that naturally align with the steeper tax cuts are poised for a significant competitive advantage. As we discussed, Mahindra and Mahindra is a structural winner because it benefits from both the tax cut on SUVs and the major reduction on tractors, giving it a powerful edge over rivals. Similarly, companies like Hindustan Unilever and Britannia, with a significant portion of their portfolio now in the lower 5% tax slab, are set for outsized gain from the expected volume growth. Looking at the long-term outlook, these reforms are not just a short-term stimulus, they are a pivotal moment for the Indian economy. The shift to a simplified two-rate structure is expected to lead to sustained volume growth, a more transparent tax regime, and the formulation of the economy as compliance becomes easier, particularly for SMEs. The key for business will be to strategically leverage these changes by focusing on efficiency and ensuring that the benefits are passed on to consumers. Companies that do this effectively will be in a prime position to outperform their peers and capitalize on the new phase of economic growth. So if you like the content, please like, subscribe and comment. Please subscribe my channel Finance Seco India. If you want more such content, please do write in comment so that I can create good content for you. Thank you and Jai Hind.